Hi, we are Helen and Jim McGowan, parents of Mother Apostle Joy, who is currently living at the Provincial House in Washington, D.C. We would like to share with you a few thoughts and feelings of our journey with Mother Apostle Joy as she discerned her vocation to a religious vocation.
People have asked us if we knew she was considering a religious vocation. We began to sense that she was when during her junior year in college, she began visiting different religious orders. After she spent a summer in India working with the Missionaries of Charity, she made a visit to the servidoras. When she returned from that visit, she shared with us her decision to enter religious life.
I remember feeling surprised because we had not really talked with her about her discernment into religious life. And yes, I was filled with joy, but honestly, shortly after that came some of those mom thoughts of no wedding and no grandkids. And I'll be honest, there were times of sorrow when those thoughts would arise.
As an engineer, I had many questions, as we always do. What is a religious life? What are the pros and cons of a religious life? As she thought about all these things, I needed her to share her thoughts as to why she made this choice and to educate me about this so that I could support her.
The day Mother Joy entered was really quite surreal when I look back on it. A lot of excitement about seeing where she was going to be living and meeting the sisters.
I wanted to know what the sisters were like. Were they happy, grumpy, smiling, and inviting, just like meeting the future in-laws?
Then came the dinner on the day of her entrance. I knew that the moment would come when we would have to say goodbye and leave, and I really thought that I was prepared for that, but in reality I was not. When the time came, I do remember that I cried a lot, both out of joy for her and at my own sadness at having to leave.
I was just grateful that we found the sisters to be so inviting, loving, and just fun to be around. That made it much easier for me to say goodbye because I knew she was happy.
It has been 8 years since that day, and from first vows to final vows, I know that my faith and spirituality have grown tremendously. I often find myself asking her for some reflective advice. I know, see, and feel how blessed and joyful she is. I know that she is where God has led her.
From Washington, D.C. to Denver, Argentina to Alaska, Albania to Rome, her life has opened up the missionary spirit that the servidoras embody. This has encouraged me to be more open with my faith to others, and I have also been more faithful in going to daily Mass and saying the Rosary.
Having a daughter as a religious sister has truly been a blessing. Those things that we thought we would miss out on, the wedding and the family that might have followed, are no longer even thought of. We in turn have gained a family of sisters who we can truly call our daughters.